We are here in South Dakota by Mt Rushmore, all of us. We were going to explore the town and then this happened. Woo! Luckily, we are here in a chainsaw art shed where they make chainsaw art like what you see here. So we got that going for us. Say hi, everybody. See, all you got to do is record a video and then the heavens will part. Day 37 of our family excursion. So we are coming down to the wire here. We have been on the road now for over 5 weeks.
Yep. And
it's time to recap this day. So we started on the east side of South Dakota. There's a hair on this.
Get it.
Got it. So we start on the east side of South Dakota in Sioux Falls, and then we drive the entire width of South Dakota and get all the way over to Keystone, where Mt Rushmore is located.
Yes.
And we did pass through the Badlands, but we didn't stop there. So we definitely missed a lot of spots on the way through South Dakota. That's something where, again, on this road trip, we were just hauling. So a lot of these states, we really aren't able to see the full breadth of the state.
Right.
So, but we got in and we just felt like we had to see Mt Rushmore. Now, going into Mt Rushmore, I had always heard from a lot of people that it's like, oh, it's this underwhelming experience. It's not as cool as everybody thinks it is. I was pleasantly surprised by it. I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah, I think we had both heard less than really cool things and to set our expectations low. So we did. And then they exceeded those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's kind of just in the middle of nowhere. No offense to everybody that lives there, but it's kind of like, as we were going through, I was like, why did they choose here?
It felt very random
to have
this monument.
And the history of it goes back, apparently the guy who has got it all put together did it for the tourism of South Dakota. So
and he did a good job.
He got people there. We stayed at the K-Bar Lodge, which was super cute, and it was a fun place to stay for the kids. And again, it felt more like a lodge. Like it was almost like it wasn't camping, but glamping in a way of just kind of staying there. And that was super fun. So thanks ET Family Travel for setting that up for us. At the time, there's a huge motorcycle rally in Sturgis, South Dakota. And this was just at the end of it. So the rally had ended. So there are a lot of motorcyclists coming through Keystone, the city there, a lot of things going on. Keystone, we aren't political people. There were a lot of pro-Trump stuff happening in Keystone.
A lot.
It's like there were like all these shops
all the shirts
with shirts that are custom shirts and all this stuff. So very, very pro-Trump, at least shops part of the world.
Right.
Which was interesting.
Right. So we walked the little town. And I think because we were at the tail end of the biker thing, we lucked out because I think it would have been very, very crowded had we been there a day earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah. We stopped to eat. Dare we say where?
We're not going to throw people under the bus, but Caitlin is a pacifist and she had a moment.
I had a moment because, as we have spoken about many times on our trip, food is important. And we have kids who, when they are not fed timely and sufficiently, they are mean. And we're all in the car a lot, and we're together all the time. So it's important to be happy.
And they have a very particular set of things they will eat.
Yes, and we've established that as chicken strips.
Chicken strips, chicken nuggets, that's
So we make sure that when we're walking this little town, that we find a restaurant that would probably suit those needs. We stop in, and we order something that
all of their appetizers. It was like an appetizer sampler.
So it was supposed to, on the menu, have chicken strips. Was it mini corn dogs?
Mini corn dogs, cheese curds.
Cheese curds, mini tacos, and probably something else. But anyway, those are written.
That's like our core diet anyway.
That's our diet. Like we were like, this has everything we need. We're great. Oh, it also says it comes with two dipping sauces. We then get the appetizer. And it has
no chicken strips.
It has onion rings, which
none of us like.
We don't like those. And it was majority onion rings.
It was like all onion rings.
They were like, let's give them our onion rings. It had the mini tacos, and it had
the mini corn dogs.
But we're missing the chicken strips.
And we don't want onion rings.
And
we asked for ketchup. It was like, hey, can we get some ketchup with this? And the waitress was like, oh, we're going to charge you for that.
She was like, that's going to be about $3
and
for
so I was
ketchup.
like, but on here it says it comes with 2. So
just like, no,
this was not Lambert's. Let's put it that way.
No, this was not Lambert's. This was the exact opposite of Lambert's. They were like, nickel and dime, we will not give you what you ordered, and we're going to charge you more for not what you ordered. Yes. So I was irate.
You were about to lose it.
I almost flipped the table. No, we were fine, but we were hungry when we left.
Yes. So that was the one negative experience of Keystone.
And however, it will go down in
history. Yes. However, we did go to Dahl's chainsaw. I don't even know what it is. It's like a chainsaw sculpture place.
Just probably a guy in his team sculpt a bunch of things out of wood.
Yes.
With chainsaws. Like
massive things.
Massive.
Huge, also very small. So it's going to be like Sasquatch, Yeti things. It's going to be eagles. It's going to be dogs, bears, all kinds of stuff. It was super
cool.
I wanted to buy a lot of stuff there, but
you did.
This trip is kind of...
I think you were about to buy a couple things, and I said, how are we transporting that home?
True. Yeah.
So that was what got you to
made
stop.
Out of wood. Yeah.
Very cool, though. Super cool.
What was interesting is we had gotten out of our car. It has been perfect weather in this place, and then there's just this torrential downpour. Right. And so we're in this like lean-to shack thing, standing under there as it's raining right out front of Dahl's chainsaw shack.
That was
so we
fun.
could see it, waited for the rain to stop, and then went and checked it out. Should we talk about Mount Rushmore?
Yeah, we should. Let's backtrack to there. We liked Mount Rushmore more than we thought, and so let's talk about it.
Mount Rushmore was super cool. We pull up there. That's where I recorded my Medicare video, and there's this kind of amphitheater thing that is sitting at the base of Mount Rushmore, and they've got the visitor center, and they've got all these states. Each state has its own little place there with the monuments and all of that stuff. So I thought it was really neat. As I'm recording my Medicare video there on the steps, there's this lady, and she comes up to me, and she was like, hey, do you sing? Do I sing?
He doesn't sing.
I sing, but not well. Like, I will belt it out as loud as possible in the car, but probably my biggest social anxiety fear would be singing or dancing in front of anybody. And so this place is empty in the amphitheater except for me making my video. I've got a camera there. I'm sitting there talking through stuff. Hey, excuse me, do you like to sing? No. She's like, I'm going to need you to help me here. And so she walks down to the base of the amphitheater with all these people watching, and she starts singing America the Beautiful, which is great. And I think it was one of those things where she wanted people to start singing with her, but nobody did. And in the middle of it, she's like, she looks at me and she says a name. It's not my name, so apparently she thought my name was something else. But she's like, come on. And I was like, I'm not part of this.
Like, we never agreed to this.
Yeah, I'm not a singer. And so she does a solo of America the Beautiful at the base of Mount Rushmore, and it was
fantastic.
It was wonderful. So,
can't believe you didn't join her.
Look,
let her down.
I felt bad that she had to do this on her own. And if it was anything else, if it's like, hey, we're going to go swim somewhere, or we're going to do some random thing that is not singing and dancing, I'm all in.
Okay.
But singing and dancing is not something that you're going to get me to join in on.
Kevin.
Yeah, it's weird. We didn't go hike up to the Mount Rushmore. All I could think about was National Treasure and Nicolas Cage. So that's all I could think about there. So yeah, that was the Mount Rushmore experience.
Yep.
It was super cool. Then we turn in for the night. The kids and I went and we got a little like ice cream slushies at the hotel that we were staying at. They have a little restaurant there. After the awful restaurant experience, we also stopped and got some ice cream. So that was our experience. It was pretty low-key, chill area because it is a small town with, if you're not in the market for Trump shirts and interesting wood sculptures and jewelry, it's just pretty. I mean, it's nice and just kind of outdoorsy and kind of hang out. Yeah. So that was our South Dakota.
Yeah.